The slate of upcoming Metroidvanias in 2024 looks promising, and when you factor in that games like Hollow Knight Silksong and Crowsworn will likely find the release, this year might be the best the genre has ever seen in a very long time, and possibly ever. Here are 8 other reasons why 2024 might be the best year for Metroidvanias ever. Not only do we think 2024 will be amazing for Metroidvanias, but we're also hoping that 2024 will be a great year for our outlet. Our goal is 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, so if you do enjoy what we are doing, then like the video, as that is going to push us into the algorithm more often and get in front of more people. What we're trying to do is cultivate a place for gamers without toxicity and instead focus on positivity. So as always, remember to be kind to your fellow gamer, but more importantly, be kind to your fellow humans. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. The Prince of Persia series is near and dear to my heart, as I remember playing back in the early 90s with the family PC and being blown away, and also having to switch floppy disks during the game. The other huge reason to be excited for this game isn't the move to the 2.5D Metroidvania genre, but instead it's who is developing it. Ubisoft Montpellier is leading development on Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and if you're unaware, they are the studio who led development on the amazing Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends games, a reboot of that series that criminally undersold despite critical acclaim and has also been dormant on the big stage ever since. When you combine the series, the studio in charge, and the change to a Metroidvania, The Lost Crown should be a great start to the year for the genre. Ultros. One of the key elements of an excellent Metroidvania is atmosphere, and Ultros appears to have an atmosphere like no other thanks to its psychedelic art style. If the art looks familiar, it's because the game is being developed by El Cuervo, who is most well known for his art contributions for the Hotline Miami series. In addition to the unique art style, the game also looks to have a lot of familiar elements to the genre, including a female protagonist and a crashed ship on a foreign planet, which could also go a very long way in making it feel modern and nostalgic at the same time. Zao: Tales of Kenzera. After games like Immortals of Avium, Wild Hearts, and even comments from top brass at EA, it seemed that the EA Originals program was moving away from the innovative and unique indie experiences that it was founded upon. However, Zao: Tales of Kenzera appears to put some faith back into this program. The debut title from Surgeon Studios, that was founded by the actor who played Bayek in Assassin's Creed Origins, is about his personal experience with his father's death and what he would give to bring him back. Zao is inspired by the rich myths of the Bantu cultures and takes you on a journey of a young man and his bargain with the god of death. There is a lot to like about Zao, from the 2.5D visuals, the inspiration for the game, its personal connection, and the confidence that is provided from the EA Originals publishing. 9 Souls. There is a demo of 9 Souls on Steam, and it is very good. You play as Yi, who, after being left for dead, goes on a quest for revenge with a katana while dressed in yellow and black in this blood-soaked tale. Now, it's hard not to assume that 9 Souls is drawing heavy inspiration from the Kill Bill series in this hand-drawn 2D Metroidvania, with combat that the developers referred to as Sekiro-inspired with its deflection-focused combat. There is currently a Steam demo, and judging by this, the combat is crisp, satisfying, and very challenging, with checkpoints not being something that you should take for granted in this world that blends cyberpunk with Far Eastern mythology in what the studio is referring to as Tau Punk. BioGun. One of the other Metroidvanias that has captured my attention is BioGun, where you're injected into a dog to take on evil at a microscopic level. BioGun features all of the necessary elements of a Metroidvania, including upgrading your equipment, absorbing new powers from vanquished enemies, hand-drawn animations, and a very interesting setting that hasn't been overdone or possibly even seen, unless you count the 1989 movie Inner Space. The bright color palette is a very welcome change of pace from the standard dark and dreary tones that dominate the genre. Mandragora. Many have tried to combine the Metroidvania genre with the Souls-like genre, but usually, most put the Metroidvania aspect first. Mandragora looks to be focusing first on the demanding combat, strong atmosphere, and RPG element. In the words of the developers, they were inspired by the exploration from the original Castlevania games, the combat from Dark Souls, the emotional storytelling from Witcher 3, and the visuals from Ori. The world looks harsh, combat seems calculated, and the bosses look epic. The upgrade trees seem daunting, multiple classes, and then you also have a crafting system for weapons, armor, and trinkets. Bo Path of the Teal Lotus. Bo is a 2.5D action platformer inspired by Japanese folklore, and even though Bo is hand-drawn, it features a very unique art style, and the developers have stated that their inspirations mainly come from games like Okami, Celeste, and even Paper Mario. Just watching the trailer, you can tell that this game will be focused on movement, as you're reminded of Ori and how you can chain dashes from one power source to the next. Earthblade. Celeste was one of the best games of 2018. Extremely OK Games are back with their follow-up, Earthblade. Although very little is known about Earthblade, based on their first title, we can assume that the story will be very high quality, and we can already presume that the controls will be incredible. The team has said that Earthblade isn't a hardcore Metroidvania, but instead features a lot of elements from the genre, so as not to box themselves in creatively. When you combine the genre change, the quality of their last game, and the story that will likely be the focus of Earthblade, Extremely OK Games likely have another hit on their hand.